Now, have you ever? This is another structure that we learned in the previous class. Very, very important structure. Again, we use the present perfect tense for asking and talking in general about experience, and we use the past tense for giving details. This is divided into three different structures. The first one is for a general experience. When you ask someone about his or her general experience, what do you use? You use question using have you ever V3, okay? Have you ever eaten, have you ever tasted laughing? So it is as simple as that. Then the second one, when it happens to you as a person. So have you ever been shouted at? Have you ever been shouted at? When it happens to you as a person. Have you ever been thrown out of the class? Have you ever been punished? That is, have you ever been awarded? Then third one, it is like with your possession. Possession means something that you have. Have you ever had your bike stolen? Have you ever had your pen taken? Have you ever had your registered? Have you ever had your workbooks checked? So simple as that. So one, two, and three. Three different things you will identify. And first one is, what is the first one? First one is about a general experience. And in your general experience, you will see that you use have you ever and V3. Second one, when it happens to you as a person, use Savani. Second one, structure B nunza. Then your Savani, it is possession. So have you ever had your possession V3? Okay. So this steal, stole, stolen V3. Always we use V3. So this one, this practice, I had made you do all the practice exercises. Whenever an example is given about an experience of someone, you will identify whether it falls in number one, two, or three, which category it falls. First category is general. Have you ever eaten Japanese food? Second one, you. It happens with you. They find me. Me means you. So, have you ever been fined for a parking offense? Third one, your something. So, your picture. Have you ever had your picture printed in the newspaper? Okay. So now somebody punched me on the nose. So me, have you ever been? Okay. So two more examples I asked you to do on your own. The custom men search my luggage. If it is my is there, third structure. Have you ever had your luggage searched? Someone broke into my house. Have you ever had your house broken into? In such conversations, you will make the question with have you ever? You will answer saying yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Details you give in the past tense about a similar experience. Okay. Then we have something from the workbook, similar one exercise. Together, I had made you do this one. This is very important from the workbook. You keep getting in the examination as well. Here, you get some prompts, you get some words like steal and wallet is given in the bracket, umbrella is given. Okay. So, have you ever had your wallet stolen? Wallet is possession, so your. Have you ever had your wallet stolen? No, I haven't, but I have had my umbrella stolen. Then details, I lost it in class this morning. Throw out of library. So you, have you ever been thrown out of library? So like second one. Then we had trap in a lift. This is also you. It happens to you. So have you ever been trapped in a lift? Okay. Then your chest x-rayed. Have you ever had your chest x-rayed? Then mistake. You were mistaken. Have you ever been mistaken for a rock star? Then we talked about leisure activities using the present perfect tense. So describing outstanding experiences, same thing. What is the most difficult subject you have ever studied? So if it starts with WH, have you ever changes to you have ever V3, same thing. Okay. What is the highest mountain you have ever climbed? So same way we ask different questions in 1.4. Those of you who have the books can see that some prompts are given. You are supposed to ask questions to this mountain climber about his different, what is there? About different activities related to his leisure activity, about his experiences. And here again, you use the present perfect tense, right? So, how do you use? This is how you use. I've given the questions to all, and these prompts are given. You just frame the question using you have ever, have you ever with WH. Okay, same way There are questions asked to a sailor about his activities and experiences, and here again present perfect tense was used. Okay. Now similar exercise was there in 1.3 with superlatives. Okay. In workbook generally one example is always given, but however whatever you learned from unit 1.1, same thing we have been practicing till now. Okay. The meanest person I have ever met was Jack Davis. So here present perfect to talk about experience. Detail is given in the past tense. He used to walk everywhere rather than pay for the bus. Past tense, okay? The most uncomfortable bed I've ever slept was at the hospital. It was so uncomfortable that I could not sleep the whole night. Details is given in the past tense. Same way about the funny film, about frightening experience, about stupid mistake, and about boring job. Same way you will go on writing. Whenever example is given, look at the example, read the example, and then you have to identify how it is used and follow the example to the dot. Okay. Now we have 1.5, which is very, very important again, familiar and unfamiliar experiences. Here we learn structure with be used to with verb and ing. Be used to verb ing. So remember this used to is different from the used to you learn in class 11. In class 11 you did 10, you learned used to for habitual past actions and past states. I used to be very naughty, I used to cry the whole day, there used to be a big garden in front of my house. That is different. Here we have be used to plus verb plus ing. This is bani poreko, familiar experience, bani na poreko, unfamiliar experience. Okay, there are three different ways here. There are three different ways. The first one is the active gerund, be used to, which is followed by active gerund, be used to followed by passive gerund. Third one, be used to followed by passive form of have something done. Now some of you may be thinking what is gerund? Gerund is verb noun, okay? So walking is a very good exercise. Walking is used as a verb also, as a noun also, right? So that is why such words are called gerunds, okay? So here we talked about two boys who became famous overnight and how their life changed, what they were familiar with and what they became, what were the things that were unfamiliar. So three different forms of sentences. First one, suppose we have a sentence like they sing very informally, sorry. How will you change? They are used to singing very informally. They are used to plus verb plus ing. They are invited to local functions. They are used to being invited to local functions. Okay. They often have things written about them. They are used to having things written about them. They are used to having things written about them. So some sentences I had given it for you, some examples from our daily life where we talk about things that are familiar and unfamiliar experiences. So we are used to going to college, we are used to going to school, we are used to being taught in classroom. See, one is active gerund, one is passive gerund, third one having something done. We are used to having our notebooks checked. Similarly, negative ones. We are not used to having online classes. We are not used to being given online assignments or tests. We are not used to staying at home. So this is all about how we talk about our experiences which are familiar and unfamiliar. Okay. So next exercise, practice exercise from this was in 1.4. This is generally asked in the examination. We are supposed to continue the remarks with a sentence using used to or not used to plus verb plus ing. Okay, this one two I had done for you, the rest I had asked you to do yourself. The traffic doesn't wake him up at night, so he is used to sleeping in the street. He is going to find it hard work walking on a building site. He is not used to doing hard work. Okay, so this was the exercise from the workbook. You are supposed to do this yourself. I'm not going to discuss this for you. Okay. Now we had one last one, that is present perfect structures for talking about new experiences. Whenever we talk about new experiences, we use different present perfect structures. So I have never done something before. This is the first time I have ever done something. This is the first time I have ever. It is the first time and this is the first time. So it is a very similar thing. The only thing is you say one thing in different ways. It is just a way of expressing in different ways. You have further practice in 1.6, and this from the workbook. We have new experiences. How many times? So these are different ways of expressing the same thing. I have discussed each exercise one by one. Therefore, I'm not going to discuss that once again. Now, the writing exercise from Unit 1, you generally get a job application. Many of you told me that in class 11 you have been taught the format of a formal letter. Formal letter is a letter written to any institution or so, not to your family, friends, and also with a certain agenda. So the format of a formal letter consists of date and then place and then to whom you are addressing, and then you have the subject, what it is about, and then you write it to whom you are writing, dear sir. Then you give your introduction. After that, in the middle of the letter, you should have your name, age, occupation, education qualification, and relevant experiences. Since this question is from this unit, in the middle of the letter, you will be expected to write about your experiences and achievements using the present perfect tense and the past tense. All right. So if this letter is for 10 marks, 3 to 4 marks will be in your format, and then your grammatical errors and so, and then certain marks will be there for the structures that you learned in this unit that should be used in this free writing. Okay, so remember, whenever you get any free writing from any unit, the structure that you learned in that unit has to be used. So this is all from Unit 1. Because of your request, I have discussed Unit 1 for you, once again for you throughout. Everything I have discussed thoroughly. Now you should be able to do the exercises that I give you for assignment. I shall be uploading the assignment soon. Now that I have completed Unit 1 in all the sections, it will be convenient for me to give the same assignment to all of you. Do the assignment seriously, because these will be marked and it will be there for your internal assessment. So who knows how your examination will be taken in class 12. So this plays a very important role for your further marks. So therefore, take it seriously and do all the exercises that you're supposed to do from Unit 1. Okay. So now I formally enter Unit 2. Okay. Unit 2, as you know already, every unit in meaning into words deals with different things. Unit 1 was about experiences. Okay. Unit 2 is about appearance. What is it about? It is about appearance. So what do we have? Unit 1, 2.1 is judging from appearances. Judging from appearances. So what do we use here? Different structures with look are used to talk about the appearance of people and things. Okay. Different structures with look. All right. So first one, look plus adjective. What is there? Look plus adjective. Whenever there is an adjective, suppose one person enters your class, someone new. So from his or her appearance is what you see. Okay, therefore the word look plays a very important role here. Okay, so you see someone. So he looks attractive. He looks handsome. He looks smart, right? So one word adjective, sometimes two words also. Then look like is used with noun. So someone with a good personality, long hair, he looks like Rajesh Samal, he looks like Salman Khan, how will you say? Then look as if as though is used with a clause. He looks as though he is very happy. Someone comes smiling to your class. He looks as though he is very angry if someone comes there with a very gloomy face. This is how you decide. So what are the three different structures here? The first thing, when you judge people from their appearance, you use the word look in a different ways. The first one is look with adjective. Second one, we use look like when noun is there. Look as if as though when there is a clause. Okay. So now for those of you who have the books with you, look at the book, page number 10. Judging from appearances. The first picture shows here a lady is there in doing ramp work, okay, with a very funny dress. So here people are passing their comments or remarks about her from her looks, looking at the look what she is giving. So one person says she looks terrific. She looks terrific. So first structure is used with adjective. She looks terrific. Okay. Then the other person says she looks like an ostrich. So the second structure, look like with noun. Okay. Then another says, it looks as though it is shrunk. The person is talking about her dress. Okay. Then she looks as if she is going to a fancy dress party. So clause. Clause is something long, not complete sentence. Okay, it is made up of a few words. So whenever there is a clause, you use as if or as though. Then you see the second picture is there. There's a huge cake. Okay, it looks really strange. It looks really strange. Okay, so with adjective, then it looks like a wedding cake. It looks like a wedding cake. So what is there? Being compared to a wedding cake. So noun is there wedding cake. So like. Then it looks as if it is covered in icing. It is covered in icing is a clause. So look as if. It looks as though it is about to take off. So when you look at it, it looks as if it is going to take off. So looking at the picture, how people come to different conclusions. Now, another important thing you have to remember here is when to use look, when to use looks. So the formula here applies same has have formula. Okay, I have, she has. All right. So I look, she looks, he looks, Ram looks, they look. Okay. So this is how you identify. So you have to use look with adjective, look like with noun, look as if as though with a clause. In the end of the page number 10, you see it is written how do we use look, how do we use look like, how do we use look as if, look as though. There itself you can use this, you can write in your book itself look plus adjective. That means when you have an adjective given, you use look, like he looks happy, she looks beautiful, she looks sad. Then look like when there is a noun. So she looks like something. Then look as if as though when there is a clause. So please fill this in your book, those who have the book. Now those who have the book, you can turn the page to the next one. For now, for those who don't have the book also, I have just typed down this for you, how it is asked in the examination. This is how it is asked in the examination. Okay, those of you who have the book, look at these three pictures below. Make similar comments about them using the words given. Okay, so make comments using the words given using look, look like, and look as if and as though. Okay, he needs a wash. So what will you write? He looks as if he needs a wash. What will you write? He looks as if he needs a wash. Okay, then you say because he needs a wash is a clause. All right, he looks as though he needs a wash. Rather aggressive. What is this? What is rather aggressive? This is an adjective. So if it is adjective, simple. Look with adjective. So he looks rather aggressive. What will you write? He looks rather aggressive. Same way. A tramp. Does anyone know what a tramp is? Tramp. Does anyone know? If anyone knows, you can tell me what is a tramp. Yes? Nobody knows what is a tramp? Okay. You can see the picture of the first person. He looks very untidy, isn't it? Messy kind. So, kind khate or something you say in Nepali. Not very smart. Okay. So, a tramp. This is a noun. Okay. A name given to those kind of people. So, he looks like a tramp. Okay. Then angry. Angry is an adjective. Angry is an adjective. Alright. So if angry is adjective, how will you use? So he looks angry. So what will you write? He looks angry. Then he is going to start a fight. So this is a clause. So he looks as if he is going to start a fight. He looks as if he is going to start a fight. Alright. Now we come to the next one. Terribly complicated. So terribly complicated, what is there? This is an adjective. So it looks terribly complicated. You see in the picture a machine kind of thing is there. So it looks terribly complicated. It costs a lot. This is a clause. So it looks as if it costs a lot. Okay. Very elegant. So what is there? Very elegant is adjective. So it looks very elegant. Okay, it looks very elegant. Then something from outer space. So again, this is a noun because we don't have a name, but we can compare it. So it looks like something from outer space. It gives excellent reproduction. So this is a clause. So it looks as if it gives excellent reproduction. Now we come to the next picture. You can see two people are there. They look very happy. So a honeymoon couple. So this is a noun. So what will you say? They look like a honeymoon couple. All right. They look like a honeymoon couple. Then they are celebrating. So a clause. They look as if they are celebrating. All right. They are in love. They look as though they are in love. Then happy. One word adjective. So they look happy. They have just had some good news. They have just had some good news. So they look as if they have just had some good news. Okay. Now look as if as though. Now in 2.2 what we have is we further practice look as if and as though. Alright, what do? We practice further look as if as though. What is look as if as though used for? Look as if as though is used for talking about appearance, however using a complete clause. Using a complete clause, alright? So talk about the past, present and future about the people below. Now in 2.2 in your book, in your example, what is given is, it is given that you see a man lying on the ground in a pool of blood. Okay, so how do you talk about it? You can talk about it using the past, present and future. So he looks as if he has just been shot. He looks as if he is seriously wounded. Present. He looks as though he is in agony. He looks as though he is about to die. Future tense. Okay. Then same way we talk about different people. You see a girl standing on the seashore staring into the water. So what can you say? She looks as if she is searching for something. She looks as if she is very sad. She looks as if she has had some very difficult problems. Then she looks as though she's going to jump into the water. Okay. You see a man lying on the floor laughing. He looks as if he has heard a very funny joke. He looks as if he is mad. He looks as if he doesn't care about the world. He looks as if it looks as if his clothes are going to get dirty. If he is on the road, then you can say it looks as if he's going to get hit by a car. You see a woman whose clothes are soaked and she is sneezing. She looks as if, what will you say? She looks as if she is sick. She looks as if she has been walking in the rain. She looks as if she doesn't have an umbrella. She looks as if she has forgotten her umbrella. Then she looks as if she's going to get fever because she is sneezing. Okay. So whatever comes to your mind, you just use look as if as though and write a clause that comes to your mind. You can use it in the past tense, in the present and in the future. So let us discuss two more. You see a man lying underneath a car. So he looks as if he's repairing a car. He looks as if he's hiding from someone. So he looks as though he is a mechanic. Then you can say he looks as it looks as if his car has broken down. So different things can be written here. The last one, you see someone climbing through the window. You see someone climbing through the window. What do you think when you see someone climbing through the window? So it looks as if he has forgotten his key. He has lost his key. Then it looks as though he is going to rob the house. It looks as though he is going to steal something. Then if you can see, obviously the police can also see. So it looks as if he is going to get caught in the future. So you talk about different tenses. You talk about different things that come to your mind about these people using different tenses. So now Further we have look as if as though further practice. You already know that a complete clause must be used with look as if and as though. Alright. Now instead of look, we can use different sense verbs. Alright. So we have different sense organs, right? What are they? Eye, isn't it? Ears, nose, tongue, and then skin, isn't it? So look is used for sense of seeing, eyes, isn't it? So instead of look, we can guess about certain things by the smell, by hearing, by tasting, and by touching. So instead of look, we can replace look with sound, feel, smell, and taste. Okay. So you can hear people singing next door. So what will you use? They sound as if they are having a party. They sound as if they are having a party. Okay. Then you see a man lying underneath a car. So you look. So it looks as if he's repairing a car. Your writing desk is sticky. So how do you know? You feel. So it feels as though someone has spilled something. Okay. There is a strong smell of smoke. So it smells as if something is burning. It smells as if something is burning. Everything is same. Just instead of look, you replace these with sound, feel, smell, and taste. One more, okay? When you drink a glass of water, you realize it certainly isn't ordinary drinking water. How do you know? Which sense? Can anyone tell me which sense? I repeat.
Taste.
Yes?
Taste.
Taste. Very good. So how will you write? It tastes as if someone has mixed something in it. It tastes as if someone has mixed something in it. So I will give you a quick revision of Unit 2. What we learned today in Unit 2 is appearance. Okay, Unit 2 is all about appearance. What is appearance? Appearance is something that you see. Alright, when you judge people from the appearance. So you must be judging people, right? So first time you saw someone, you make an impression of the person, you judge. Okay, wow, she looks beautiful, she looks smart, isn't it? She looks like so and so. Then she looks like a something, you can say. Then look as if as though, she looks as though she's very confident, she looks as though she's not happy. So this is how we come to conclusion about different people by the looks. Now after going through those examples, I showed you how it is asked in the exam. Here, how do you identify? Only three structures you have to remember. Look is used with adjective, look like is used with noun, and if it is a clause, we use look as if as though. Clause means when it is something long. So here you have to identify. He needs a wash is a clause, so he looks as if he needs a wash. A tramp is a noun, he looks like a tramp. Angry is adjective, so he looks angry. As simple as that. Then another picture, terribly complicated, it looks terribly complicated, isn't it? Very elegant. So adjective, it looks very elegant. It gives excellent reproduction. Clause, it looks as though it gives excellent reproduction. Same way, we discussed number 3. Noun, so they look like a honeymoon couple. Then they are celebrating. It is a clause. They look as though they are celebrating. Then one with adjective, they look happy. It is as simple as this. Now we came to 2.2 where we further discussed about look as if as though. Look as if as though is used to talk about things with a clause. However, with a complete clause, we can use the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense, seeing this. And then I asked you to make sentences with this, and I gave you lots of examples how we discussed this. Then one final thing what we learned is instead of look, we can use different sense verbs. So what are those sense verbs? Sound, feel, smell, and taste. Now let us practice the same thing from the workbook. Okay, 1.1 we have practiced. So let us see from identifying with like. Okay, let us see how you can discuss this. Um, Continue the following remarks with look, sound, smell, feel, or taste is there. Okay, and listen to me carefully. Those who don't have the books, this is in page 10. This is in 2.2. 2. Okay. Identifying with like. Continue the following remarks with look, sound, smell, feel, or taste. Example is given. Surely he is not a manual worker. So he looks like a businessman to me. He looks like a businessman to me. Now I'll come to you people and I'll see how you deal with it. Okay. I'll ask you some questions. Don't leave the class. Okay. Rajan Pangeni. Rajan Pangeni will answer me this. Okay. Rajan, unmute yourself. Okay. Rajan Pangeni. Padam Rawal. Okay. Padam Rawal. Padam Rawal. Unmute yourself. Are you sure this is tea? Are you sure this is tea? Padam Rawal, answer me. Yes, Rajan Pangeni, why are you not unmuting yourself? Yes, don't say that your microphone is not working. Yes. Padam Rawal, you have unmuted. Okay, I'll ask you. Are you sure this is tea? Which sense will you use here? Are you sure this is tea? Instead of look. We have other sense organs. Which sense? Are you sure this is tea? How do you know it is tea or not? Padam Rawal?
Smell,
Taste.
taste.
So how will you write the sentence? How will you say the sentence? So, are you sure this is tea? Try to frame the sentence using taste. Yes, you have identified.
It tastes
It tastes. Yes, it tastes.
like coffee.
Okay, it tastes like coffee. Very good. Okay, Rita Karki will tell me. I wonder who wrote that music. Rita Karki, I wonder who wrote that music. Rita Karki, I wonder who wrote that music. Rita Karki will answer me. Rita Karki, unmute yourself. Amisha Giri. Amisha Giri. Amisha Giri. See, if you are not interactive, it's not easy to discuss. How will I know whether you have got or not? Okay, Amisha Karki. I wonder who wrote that music. I wonder who wrote that music. So, which sense will you use, Amisha? I wonder who wrote that music. So, music, which sense will you use instead of look? Amisha? Yes, Amisha, answer me. I wonder who wrote that music. What will you use there? Or anyone else can unmute yourself and tell. People who don't want to answer, mute them. Okay.
Sound.
Yes, sound. If it is sound, how will you write? How will you write the sentence? It sounds like. It sounds like. Yes, Abhiraj. It sounds like someone. You can say it sounds. Yes,
Sounds
it
like
sounds
Mozart.
like Mozart. Very good. So you try one more, okay? He has got a foreign accent. Abhiraj Bandari, try this one. He has got a foreign accent. You know what is accent? Accent is how people, isn't it?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
people speak. So how will you write for this? He has got a foreign accent.
He sounds like he's a foreigner.
Okay, he sounds like British, he sounds like American, Russian, something like this. Okay, very good. Sushmita Paudel will tell me this. Okay, this material is very soft. Sushmita Paudel, try this. This material is very soft. This material is very soft. Material, how do you know the material? Okay, anyone else can try. Srijal Adhikari can try. Feels. Okay, BJ Silwal is telling me feels. Okay. Can you try, Sushmita? You are trying to unmute yourself. You can try answering this. This material is very
Yes,
soft.
ma'am.
So try. This material is very soft. So Use a
It
sentence.
feels like
It feels
it
like.
feels like cotton.
Very good. It feels like cotton. It feels like silk. This is how you do. Okay. Okay. Now, Ramjivan will answer. Okay, good. Okay. How to identify? How to identify? It's very easy to identify Ramjivan because see, who wrote that music? Music is something you hear, isn't it? So if it is something you hear, you use sound. Okay. Then foreign accent. Accent means bolne lawaj. So that also sound. So he sounds like an American. Okay. So this material is very soft. Material means thing, isn't it? Thing कसरी थाहा पाउँछौ त by touching. So it feels like cotton. Now try this one, okay? Ramjivan will try. What is that you are cooking? If someone is cooking, how do you know? Okay, Ramjivan, try. What is that you are cooking? So how will you know which sense? Which sense you will know? What is that you are cooking? Someone is cooking. How do you know? From which sense? तिम्रो कुन सेन्सले काम गर्छ स्मेल ओके दीपक यादव ओके रामजीवन यु आर सेइङ स्मेल सो क्यान यु अनम्युट योरसेल्फ एन्ड मेक अ सेन्टेन्स using smell like so if you have identified smell so it smells like spaghetti it smells like mutton yes it smells oh spicy very good Vijay Silwal yes this is how you will answer now they have got very similar faces they have got very similar faces Aishka Prajapati will try they have got very similar faces if they have similar faces how do you identify which sense which verb you will use
Look, they look like they
yes
are
they look
twins.
okay they look like twins how to convert into sentence Ramjivan it is very easy okay good Ashika you can mute yourself okay look okay they look like okay Rita I will ask you okay Ramjivan how to write a sentence it is simple you just write the remark it looks like it smells like it sounds like and something that is all okay Rita I will ask you this one okay this isn't real leather no, they look like as if they are lekhina. As if like hudaina. They look like as if and like means same. Okay. This isn't real leather, is it? Okay, Rita will try to answer this. This isn't real leather. Leather you can feel also, or you can see. You can feel. Okay, use feel. Yes, Rita. You said ask me the question. Now you are not answering. Okay. This isn't real leather. Someone else can try.
It feels
What?
like the truth.
It feels like, yes, it feels, seems, Aina, no seams. It
It feels
feels like plastic, no seams. Seams is something different. Seams we will learn in the next class, okay? Don't, yes. It feels like plastic. Rita is right. She's writing this. Now, two more, okay? I have got something in my shoe. How do you know if there is something in your shoe? Which sense?
Feel.
Feel,
feel.
very good. Feel. So how will you, Ankit Khatiwada will try to make sentence. Yes, feel. So don't say stone. Okay, Ankit, try to frame a sentence smaller than stone. What do we say? सानो ढुङ्गालाई के भन्छ?
It feels pain.
It feels no pain होइन like हुनु पर्यो like something.
It feels like
Pebble, yes, Ravin Dakal is right. It feels like pebble. Good. Pebble is a small stone, okay? It feels like pebble. One last one. Who will answer this? Adarsha Gautam can try, okay? Adarsh? Okay, I don't think you made this cake yourself. Cake is there. Okay,
Sorry,
cake.
ma'am, can you repeat the question again?
I don't think you made this cake yourself. Cake by looking and cake by tasting. Anything, even taste you can say. So I don't think you made this cake yourself. So how will you write? Using look, sound, smell, feel,
Uh,
taste, just like.
did you like take someone's help?
Okay, it tastes like okay bakeries. It tastes like Krishna Pav rotis.
Mm.
It tastes like European bakeries, something like this. Okay, so here you know why you are having difficulty in answering because you don't have the question in front of you. That is why also that you are having problem. So you all try and procure the books as early as possible. So today we learned about, what did we learn? We learned about appearance. We learned about three things, isn't it? Look with adjective, look like with noun, and look as if as though with clause. And then we also learned how look as yes. So we learned that, what did we learn? We learned look as if as though is used with a clause, and just like look as if as though, we can use smell, sound, feel, other sense verb also. Okay, and do not confuse this with seem. Seem is something we will discuss tomorrow. Is there anything you want to tell me? Does anyone want to say anything to me? So from the next class we should have a very smooth class running with all your books together. I want okay, if you have understood the class well, I'm happy with you. So please try to be more interactive so that I know where you lack and I can give you the best. Okay, so from the next class we will continue with seem. Seem is something different. So unit 1, try and complete the exercises. I will give you the assignments, the exercises that are important from the examination point of view. So this is all for today. Okay, have a great day. I hope you had a nice class. You all have been very interactive as well. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for being interactive. Okay, please do the exercises. If you have anything, please connect to me. Okay, see you.